Hello everyone, this is Defense Politics Asia, and this is the quick update to the Kherson Offensive, or the Southern Front, or the what I like to call the Great Super Duper Uber Kherson Offensive 2.0. And probably this is also the Great Super Duper Uber Russian Withdrawal 5.0. I don't know. So yeah, so the Russians continue to retreat from the Kryvyi front. Basically, they have abandoned the entire Kryvyi front, where the previous line was actually around here. This was the previous line, based on the last update that we have done, and the Russian Defense Ministry basically in their latest report show it on their PowerPoint slide, their map, where they have actually draw the line here. This is actually their line. They draw the line here, so not there. They basically admit that they have withdrawn to this position, but then even before I can even report on this thing, information have suggested that the Ukrainians have continued to launch their offensive southward, and they have already captured the entire town of Dudchany, and they have actually go further down to this town, which I cannot read the name, I forgot already, because there's just way too many settlements that the Ukrainians have captured. So the Ukrainians have continued to go down along the river, and they have linked up with the forces at Davydiv Brid, where the Ukrainians have captured, as the Russians withdraw away from Davydiv Brid. And then so all these forces, even those forces at Arkhangelsk and the ones at the Bruzkynske, where they are besieging the Ukrainian forces there at Ohaini as well, all have withdrawn. And the forces that blow up the bridge at Dudchany has also withdrawn to Mylove. And they have now, according to pro-Russian source, built a new line from Bruzkynske all the way to Mylove. So this is actually the new line of defense that they are actually now trying to hold now. Whether they can actually hold this line, I have no freaking idea, because they have been proven to be really good at creating kill zones and forget to kill the invaders. So the Ukrainians have taken all this territory. I can draw some arrow to make it look nicer. Ta-da! Then like they just take everything they can take. And they are pushing down to this line here. So it looks like these territories are likely to be all going to be captured by the Ukrainians by tomorrow, when we see more information. So I have combined the two fronts, the Kryvyi front and the Davydiv Brid front, into one solid polygon. Now I call it the Kherson force, or the Kherson Offensive force for the Ukrainians. And the Russians are now holding a much shorter front line, as compared to the entire one. So let's say if I go to this one, I can actually measure. Currently, this new line from Bruzkynske to Mylove is around 37 kilometers, maybe 40 kilometers long. And if you go by the original front line, let's say just from Davydiv Brid front region all the way to Arkhangelsk to Bruzkynske, Voznesenske, all the way to Zolota Balka, this is actually 80 kilometers. So in essence, the Russians, by holding this line now, they can actually double up the number of forces defending at any one point. So it is not impossible. It's not exactly a bad thing. But let's see if they can actually hold their position at all. The objective of the Ukrainians is actually to capture Berislav around here. The aim is to go down this road and capture this town here. And with this town taken, they can actually capture Nova Kakhovka and secure this crossing. And with this happening, they will be able to capture all this territory. And when this territory are all captured, the forces here will likely to the Russian forces here will have no choice but to withdraw to Kherson and hold the Kherson region. Like what happened in Crimea, they will have to hold this position. So tentatively, no, this is not the reality just yet. Tentatively, the Russians are still trying to hold this line. Of course, this is not a guarantee because this is only from the pro-Russian sources. We have no idea because they might be just projecting what they think is going to happen. Just like what I'm trying to do now. I'm agreeing that they might actually hold this line, Mykolaiv to Bruzkynske, but I just have a lot of doubts whether the Russians can even hold this line, because they really have not enough troops. So anyway, this is the quick update from the Kherson Front. Yeah, we can effectively call this the Kherson Front because we are so deep inside Kherson now. And I'll see you in the next update.